He called me. The subject that I'm going to be speaking on today is struggle and victory, the consequences of dedication, loyalty, and evolvement. This was I chose this subject because it was really close and dear to my heart. Because I am a mother, and I am a facilitator, and I am a poet, and I am a many things, but I'm a revolutionary. And while many people hear the pride that comes with being a revolutionary, not everyone hears the obligation. It's a great obligation that comes with having the world on your shoulders. I remember being 10 yesterday, and then I woke up with the world on my shoulders. And I feel like it's not a burden for me to bear alone. It is the burden of anyone that looks like me and that comes from where I come from. So I really wanted to make sure that we all understand the revolutionary fight, what it means to be a revolutionary. And right now, so-called being conscious, this is in. You know, this is what everybody want to go natural. They want to wear the kente cloth and the native cloth. But I really want people to understand when you walk that walk and you say you're going to fight that fight, what it really means and what it's really about, because it's not a game. And a lot of people get in it because they want to belong. They think it's a group. They want to put their fists in the air. They want to connect to something, that they want to belong to something, but they don't understand about laying your life down for something. Laying your life down and being willing to give your life for a cause and to make things a better place. Make things better for generations, just as those that came before us stood and made things better for us. They made those sacrifices, and they understood that it wasn't a game. It wasn't about being cute. And too many of us turn our backs on each other. We walk away from each other. We give up on each other because we're looking for the comfort in the revolutionary movement. There is no comfort here. There is no comfort here, only work and pride and obligation. That's all you're going to find here. When you are tired of the situation that is around you, when you are tired of the children dying, I really don't know if it's going to take some little boys being shot just like right in front of us. But when we get tired of that for real, when we get tired of the African girls going, almost 200 African girls going missing that they're talking about, when we get tired of those type of things and we say we're going to stand up for our people and we're going to be heroes for our people, we really need to understand what we're standing up for. Because soon as your shoes start hurting, you can't take them off. And these not no easy shoes to walk in at all. Anything that you heard about the glory of a revolutionary, the story of a revolutionary is a long one. It is a never-ending one, and we might not ever even see the end of that. And we ready to give up when we don't even see the middle. We're talking about hundreds of years of fighting for our freedom, hundreds of years of fighting for our right to be who we are, to be connected to our culture, fighting for the right to not being destroyed, not being dehumanized and degraded. We are fighting for that for hundreds of years, and we're ready to give up on, day 367 of being a revolutionary? Because it's not working out the way that it's supposed to be working out. We're not getting the results that we want, and there's many different reasons why we're not. The revolutionary, as the Bible has said before, is romanticized. This is a romanticized that we're going to come in, we fight it, we got these stripes, we got Vanguard around us, we beasts, right? We hot. I am a beast. But be a beast when it comes down to balling. Like when it comes down to these babies and it comes down to doing what is necessary, have that same pride. Stand just as tall. But we're ready to turn on each other for dirty looks. Somebody didn't hear what I said. Somebody didn't make me feel a certain way. And that is not the revolutionary. You're not going to make it. But I'm going into the revolution and the revolutionary, the definitions that I give it. Because there is a Webster's Dictionary definition, which I feel is kind of how we all have definitions on things. Some of us, we define things their way. But then I give you my own revolutionary definition, or what I've come to learn as a revolutionary, on what a revolutionary is and what a revolution is. This is the revolution. This is an overthrow, a repudiation, and the thorough replacement of established government or political system by the people governed, a radical change in society and the social structure. Sounds like a lot of words, sounds like a lot of good stuff. This is the revolutionary. This is what a revolutionary's definition is, no Webster. A change that produces production, a planned social phenomenon. That is what the revolution is that we're fighting for. That is when you come amongst people that are about serious business, this is what you know, this is our business. We're about a planned social phenomenon. We can't plan our day. We can't plan what we're going to do throughout the week. We cannot plan what our children need to do. We can't coordinate those things, but we think we're ready for revolutionary time. We think we're ready to fight in meiotic times. But, so how are we going to plan a social phenomenon? We really need to understand that this is what this is about. Can we go to the next one, Free? This is the revolutionary. The revolutionary must be organized, disciplined, perfected, and purposeful towards a desired goal. These are consequences of being a revolutionary. Forget having your face on Facebook. Forget being on flyers, right? Forget having people know your name. These are the consequences. This is what it's really about. When you stand up on a podium, when you stand side by side with someone and you pronounce or you give yourself as an obligation, you give us your obligations and what you're going to do for us, these are the consequences. And this is early in the game. We're early in the lecture, but I'm going to need you to figure it out right now. Imprisonment, exile, death, and persecution. These are the consequences. These are possible. Then they've been true. They've come for those that fought before us on numerous occasions. These are the consequences of really getting up and being a superhero for your people. This is what you get up in the morning and you say, and people say, we're too serious. We think too hard. We analyze everything. Well, I got 4 babies. And you're talking about imprisonment, exile, death, and persecution. You best believe I'm going to be serious. I'm going to be serious because if we organize ourselves, and we're disciplined and perfected, these things don't have to happen. But they are possible, and we need to know that they're possible. And I want to point out the word perfected, because this is what I hear a lot from our people, that nobody can be perfect. I'm perfect just the way I am. We are past the point of sugarcoating things for ourselves. We are way past the point of saying that we don't have to be a certain way. Our babies are dying, and we are declining seriously. Being kidnapped, being raped, being murdered, being degraded, being destroyed. You cannot go anywhere in this city, at least, and just this city, I'm pretty sure many, many other cities, where you cannot see us from the old to the young. We are walking around empty. With empty shelves. We're talking about kings and queens. Our ancestors ruled. They ran. They governed. And we are empty. We are drugged out. We need to be perfected. We need to be perfect. And if that's too much of a demand, they want me to be perfect. I'm not supposed to cuss, I'm not supposed to smoke, I'm not supposed to drink, I'm not supposed to look a certain way, I can't talk a certain way. Absolutely. Because it's really about that time. That's just what time it is. We don't have those luxuries. We're not in the place. We behind enemy lines, and we're targeted. We have to be perfect. If you want to stand up next to me, you got to be perfect, because I'm working hard at it. And you can't sit next to me and pretend. We can't do it. We're going to have to dedicate ourselves. We're going to have to dedicate ourselves to each other. We're going to dedicate ourselves to our mental, our physical, our health. We're going to dedicate ourselves to our children, our studies. We're going to have to buckle down. Yes, you lose ladies' night. You lose movie night. You're going to lose a lot of stuff. Please don't come in here and walk next to me and say you're ready to go because you're tired. Please, I put the T in tired. And the E and the D at the end. Don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it, because at the end of the day, you don't think my ancestors died tired? You don't think they hung from trees tired? And I'm complaining about tired? Don't complain to me about it. It's the revolutionary movement. Don't stand next to me. You're not ready for it. Just say hi and study class. We're the only ones that's afraid to be loyal to each other. Afraid to, can you just not say something bad about somebody that you say you love? We're going to break each other down now. We're going to destroy each other. I don't like her. It's something about her. Really? Because a baby's dying. I'm glad that's what you're focusing on. I don't like the way he talked to me because he just think he know everything. Okay, because baby's dying. I'm really glad that that's what you're focusing on. Where is your loyalty to the people that are standing up, investing time, energy into you? You getting up and you putting energy into yourself. You changing stuff you don't want to change. Focuses on a little girl inside of you. I don't want to talk to her all the time. We got to deal with that. And then when I come out here now, I got to deal with you attacking me. I just want to fight with you, Jessica. I just want to fight next to you. Let me be clear. I just want to fight next to you. I don't want to hate you. I don't want to hurt you. I got enough stuff going on outside there. I got enough people ready to take every one of my sons out. Every single one of them. They don't want to spare a one. They ready to destroy my babies now. I could care less what you wearing, what you talking about, who you doing, what's going on. You willing? Are you going to fight with me? Be loyal to me. Have my back. Learn with me. Teach with me. Love somebody the way you're supposed to love somebody. You still learning how to love somebody? Talk to them and say, I'm still learning how to love. Don't make me think you loving me the way I'm loving you and you're not loyal to me. We will destroy what we are building as long as what has destroyed us already is still inside of us. Long as we still hate ourselves and each other, long as we still going to be nasty and vindictive and malicious towards each other, we are going to destroy anything we put our hands on. We're not willing to purge. We have an amazing privilege of having little babies come while we are being aware, while our eyes are being opened, while we're being able to understand certain things and get things that weren't given to us. We have this, but we're wasting it. We could possibly build a female, an African woman that does not know self-hate. Wow. Could possibly build a female that does not understand distrust. Doesn't understand someone never had anybody let her down in our life. We could possibly build a male, an African man, that has never seen disrespect towards a woman in his life. Never been looked down on, never been talked about, never hear profanity. We could possibly create something because we're in a better place to do it. And we play with it. We got gods and goddesses and we playing with them. We still sitting in front of, no, because I almost lost my mind in study class tonight. It took so long for me to keep my mouth shut. The way she was looking at me, baby sitting right there. We still not really wanting to change nothing. No, I just didn't feel like talking to her today. It wasn't that kind of day for me. Babies. We can build the people that we did not have the privilege of being. We could actually do this now. We got them walking around, the giants that are going to save us. The proof of our ancestors' brilliance. They're right here with us every day. And we can't make excuses for them. We got excuses for us. My grandmother didn't know certain things. Being a sharecropper's daughter, what she know about African pride and a queen? But we do. But we don't want to get it out of us. We don't want to change. It's going to take too much for us to evolve into our ancestors' royalty. But we're not willing to get there. We don't want to get this up out of us. I don't want to get too African. I don't really want to lose everything. I just want people to understand that I'm serious, but I just don't want to be too African. I don't want to be too extra. I'm good right where I am. You don't stand next to us because, like we read, it's a perpetual growth. If you can't name at least 3 things in your life right now, very big, fundamental things, very big, serious things that are different this year than they were last year, you're in the way. Big things, and I mean just three. Three big things that have most definitely changed. You're in the way. And next year, three whole new things. Until we reach perfection. When you are behind enemy lines, you can't be smart enough. You can't be strong enough. You can't be right enough. You can't love enough. You can't lift enough. You can't give enough. Because you're under attack. And when you begin to feel complacent, you are going to be, you're keeping us far behind. And when it gets real, you're going to be too stuck feeling comfortable to move. But when you're changing constantly, change ain't nothing. It's nothing. What's a going to a goblin? Let's go. You walk like a European, you think like a European, you talk like a European, you dress like a European, but you're walking towards victory. Whose victory? Not yours. Because they still in you. It's still in me to be selfish. Still in me to be an individual. To be untrustworthy and to not trust other people. To be arrogant, egotistical, malicious, sadistic, perverted. Those things that were ingrained in me, I don't feel like I got to get rid of all of them. As long as I stop talking about people, I think I'm good. Maybe if I just become raw, I'm good. I take meat out of my diet, I'm a good revolutionary. No. Evolve constantly. Evolve constantly until you look like your ancestors fight. We don't look like their fight. You are my comrade. You shoot, I shoot. I don't need a girlfriend. Because my baby's dying. I really don't need a home girl. I don't need you to sit next to me at the lunch table. I need you to stand next to me ready to go. Because they coming. They're here. Bump coming. They're here. Our babies can't watch nothing on TV. They cannot go. They tell them to be homosexuals at every turn. Everything is telling them to be homosexual. Everything is telling them to be perverted and lazy. Everything is telling them that they're stupid. They just good for being funny and playing basketball and football. Anything that so they don't know that they're kings and queens. And we need to be serious about changing what's in us. Because what's really going to show these children, we can read them the books. We got some great scholars. We can read them the books. We can show them DVDs. We can send them to UIP. What's really going to change is our change. Them seeing men and women that operate royally. That operate holistically, spiritually, that have hearts. There's an illusion that when you're in a revolution, when you're a revolutionary, you're just cold. You're just ready to go. You have a heart. You have to have a heart for these people that you're saving. You have to have a heart for these people that are saving with you. And that only comes from being in Mayat, being grounded in those principles. Every day striving to be more and more godlike. Like I said, yes, the cussing gotta go. Man chasing, gotta go. You coming here for some attention, you want some attention, not the place. You want some whistles, not the place. Babies are dying. Smoking, weed, drinking, strip clubs, all of that stuff is no place no more. The Bible has told us, this is what the Bible has said, we are past the point of an emergency. Past the point. So who's going to emerge in this emergency? You know I'm struggling and I'm dealing with some things. You know I'm suffering, and this same fight you suffering. Even when you don't know the intimate details of each other's lives, you know what it feels like for you to get up and face degradation. We face it. Every day we see what we look like defeated. We read stories and we read about our victory, about us being victorious. You got people that's fighting for victory that's never seen it personally. But they still going to fight for it. and willing to do what they have to do for it. It's not pretty. Well, I can't be in the Maya society. Why? Maya society ain't pretty. The women are. But getting dug into is not. Having to adhere to certain principles and values when you got junk inside you is not. But it's what's necessary. The Jehudi society is not pretty. It's not easy to have men jump on you when you're not right. It's not easy and it's so much easier to just go to sleep when you're tired, to take the extra time to read to your children and tell them who they are and what's good about them. When you can just take your little extra money and go to the movies, but you can give it to your organization. None of that stuff is easy, but it's what it costs. That's the price. So when we know what the price is for victory, I want to know from those that call themselves brothers and sisters of mine, what is your price? At what cost will you turn your back on the movement? Wow. How far will we be walking when you turn around and go back? How many trenches will we sit in together before you realize this is not for you? Because I need to know.